funny thing happened on the way to the stringer today. For some reason, he decided to put Hyper G in the mains and ice coat in the cross. That's not what I asked him to do, but I'm gonna live with it. We'll see what happens. Hello, and welcome to this Tennis Jones hybrid string review. Shall we call it a mistake? A hybrid of two polyester strings, Solinco Hyper G Soft and Tecnifibre Ice Coat. Both strings are 18 gauge, but there is a slight difference in the widths. Hyper G Soft is 1.15 millimeters, whereas Ice Coat is 1.20 millimeters. Believe it or not, Gael Monfils uses a hard poly, soft poly string setup. He uses Luxilon Alu Power in the mains and Luxilon Element in the cross strings. Of course, I have it all Bassackwards. I have a soft poly in the mains, Hyper G Soft, and a hard poly in the cross, which is Tecnifibre Ice Coat. Okay. Let's get on with how the strings played. I would say okay, not great. The one thing I will say is that my shots on average had more topspin on them. I felt my slices were not as effective. A proper hybrid would have been better. The video tells the story. The camera never lies. How did this hybrid setup feel? I would say medium to hard. Hyper G Soft isn't as soft as advertised. Ice Coat is a controlled-oriented string. You need to put a lot of energy in order to get power out of the string. Definitely a harder feeling setup. After a couple sessions of play, I could feel a little something in my elbow. I must stress, I did not feel any pain. Just a little feeling. If you want to see how I played with this setup, just go to videos and scroll down to Point Play Highlights, 30th of March, 2021. I will say that I had more confidence playing with this Bassackwards setup than I did with Tecnifibre X1 biphase, which is a multi-filament string. Of course, it took a while to get out of my head what the hell our stringer was thinking when he put this together. The question is, should you use a hard, soft poly option? I say unless you're bored out of your mind, absolutely not. All you're doing is making your stringer's life a little more difficult. Players who have wrist and elbow issues will instantly regret doing something like this. Well, folks, I think I said all I needed to say about this hybrid setup. Solinco Hyper G Soft is a fine string on its own. Tecnifibre Ice Coat is a fine string on its own. Together, they are nothing special. It's kind of like flying in coach when you know you would prefer premium economy or business class. Stay tuned for more product reviews in the future. Siri and I thank you for watching the Tennis Jones. Remember, we keep it 100. This is Alain from Helsinki signing off. Over and out.